time this, playing skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch 'cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating 'cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, Just for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not save us, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist.
Coach, it is a building that has seen it all through the many years of its existence as EA Sports welcomes you to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Oakland Raiders. This fielded at the 2. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go! What? 380! Like 51! Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
First carry for Nick Chubb. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set it. Kill.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Come on, baby. Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Pittsburgh. 54 miles. Here we go. Switch. Check 3.
They'll run on first down. It's Beck, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Curry.
Now Wilson. And Thomas has it. And now look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Michael Thomas with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On the ground, it's Chubb. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm down. Hey, watch the ball.
From the 41, Wilson. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
51. Here we go. 51's the mark. 51. Hey, 0. Here I come.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
51 to Mike.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 16-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check.
On first down, it's back. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Now
a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On second down and 4, Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Jackson from the shotgun. Got his man, that's Harry. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down, it's Beck. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They'll run on first down. Beck. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
51 to Mike, boy, 51.
Now Jackson operating from the gun. And this is Parker, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's back, and not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. 36. Check the hot read.
Wilson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Now Wilson on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the Jaguars' 41-yard line.
Go. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Ball trot. Defense, let's go. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Here we go.
Here's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. from the gun. It's Wilson. Looking for Clark. He's got it. Complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 19. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30. Past the 20. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboards. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Let's go now.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Got his man. It's S6W8. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, it's Beck. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 37, check. He's checking.
They'll keep it on the ground. Beck. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
At the Raiders' 33-yard line.
Come on, set. Turn it in. Defense wins championship. Back. Check 26. Check 26.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Maurice Hurst able to record his 5th sack of the season. And this one is right down Broadway. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You ain't going nowhere. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. They'll get 34 yards there. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Bang, 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 bang.
Chubb. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the 36, Wilson. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run, Chubb, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Did you get this, boy?
Now Wilson. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he comes back with 1 complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Wilson now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to... And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Russell Wilson. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Whip. Watch the whip. 6.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Here we go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. In your face.
Throwing again. Jackson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami, ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And Jackson throwing once more. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cleveland Farrell racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man open. That's Harry.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? He wants it all for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
At the 30-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
All right, D, let's go. All right, D.
They run it again with Chubb. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
44. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want none.
From the shotgun, Wilson will get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Check.
And again, it's Chubb. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Come on, D.
Now Chubb. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Jackson. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Jackson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. Well, that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Raiders, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.